Hi everyone, and welcome to the assignment for Unit 1. Now that you understand some of the key skills required to be an entrepreneur, let's take a quick quiz to assess your entrepreneurial spirit and readiness. Please log on to the link below. It's also posted separately on your Moodle page, and complete the quiz. There are no right or wrong answers. It's only 50 short questions, and no one will be able to see the result, only yourself. The reason I'm asking you to do the quiz is I want to get you thinking about your motivations for wanting to start your own business. And I want you to be able to assess yourself and whether you're actually in tune with the realities of what's required and what's involved in setting up a business. After you've completed the online quiz, I then want you to complete a SWOT analysis of yourself. A SWOT analysis is basically a simple analysis framework, and it's used in business to assess businesses' strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threats. It's normally done internally by subject matter experts from different disciplines across a company. So maybe people from marketing, from operations, from finance are brought together into a room to do a SWOT analysis. And they might have to do the analysis on a particular issue, a particular product, a service. It might be to do with the brand, the company. It can be on an endless range of things SWOT analysis can be used for. It basically helps the business identify what it's good at, and what its weak areas are, and where it needs more assistance, and what it should take advantage of, and what it should develop some controls around in terms of managing risk, any threats to the business. You're going to learn a lot more about it in Unit 3 of this course. So here you can see strengths, which are a source of competitive advantage for a company. Their weaknesses are their problems or their disadvantage, their weak areas they need to improve. Their opportunities are obviously things that they want to do to improve their market share or their profits. And then threats are basically things that they need to protect against so that they can ensure business longevity and viability. And, there's a range of internal factors and there's a range of external factors that need to be considered when you're considering strengths, weaknesses, and opportunities and threats of a business. But as I said, we'll talk about that in more detail in Unit 3. But for the moment, I just want you to understand strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats from an internal perspective and from an external perspective. We're going to use the SWOT to do a personal assessment of yourself. I want you to try and use the SWOT format to assess your abilities in terms of what's required to support your business idea, and so that it can help you identify any training and personal development gaps. I've uploaded a SWOT template to Moodle, and I've populated some tips here that'll help you with trying to populate the template. So as you can see, the strengths and weaknesses are an internal assessment of yourself. What are your strengths? What are you bringing to the table in terms of setting up this business? But also, what are your weaknesses? What are the things that you need to improve on, where you need to get support and network to ensure you can get your business up and running? Also, you need to look to the external environment. What opportunities are out there in your industry that you can use to your advantage, and what ones are potential threats, but that you still need to develop mitigating factors around. Here are some suggestions of things you need to consider. So for example, your strengths might be your work experience. You might have a lot of work experience in a particular industry that's relevant to the business idea that you're setting up. Similarly, you may have relevant educational or technical expertise. You may have weak interpersonal skills in some areas that you might need to develop further in terms of the business that you're planning to go into. Skills that you may not have used in previous jobs, but that now that you want to work for yourself, you're going to have to develop and enhance further. There may be opportunities that you need to consider, positive trends in your industry that, you need to get up to speed with very quickly. So this may involve, either attending networking events or doing additional training or educating, finding a mentor, someone who's been through this before that can actually help you with any opportunities that you want to seize. And then also identifying negative trends in the business that you're planning on moving into. Where are you limited in terms of your ability to develop yourself, in terms of the threats that are being presented to your business. I've developed a training needs analysis template Again, please log on to Moodle and download the Excel template. Both the SWOT template and the Training Needs Analysis template are in the one Excel file. There are 2 worksheets in the one Excel file. Please complete both templates and upload it to Moodle by the end of January. Thank you.